This weekend, we honor all of the fallen heroes that made the ultimate sacrifice to allow all of us to have the freedoms and privileges that we have today. Wars and battles from the mountains of Afghanistan and the deserts of Iraq to the beaches of Normandy and the islands in the Pacific such as Iwo Jima and Tarawa. From the jungles of Vietnam and Southeast Asia, such as Korea, to even the places much closer to home, such as Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, and New York, Washington, and the skies above Pennsylvania on 9/11. We remember all of those heroes and those who sacrifice each year here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where these drivers will take on each other in competition and fun on the 1.5 mile D-shaped tri-oval. It is the longest race of the season, so who will have the endurance and the stamina for all 4 stages of the door-to-door paint trading racing to win this special crown jewel event? We are all about to find out, and we're about to find out right now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday. That's right, Sunday. It is FRR Front Row Racing, and tonight it is at Charlotte. Yes, it's at Charlotte. Oh, man. Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600. 4 stages, the longest race of the season. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. I am Shady Acres, as you know. My partner in crime, B. Nizzy, he is with his family this evening to celebrate this wonderful holiday, being Memorial Day. I definitely got to say, I am glad that the real NASCAR race, the Coca-Cola 600, got rained out tonight, just so I can personally be able to watch it from beginning to end, from start to finish tomorrow at 1 o'clock, along with the Xfinity race that got rained out as well yesterday on Saturday. So I definitely plan on and looking forward to doing absolutely nothing tomorrow, and except for plopping down on my recliner and watching the Xfinity race, and then watching the Coke 600 tomorrow. But before that, so everybody, you can grab your popcorn and your drinks for tonight and sit back for 4 stages of paint trading, door to door, beating and banging racing, as these guys are in qualifying right now. And so they are getting it qualified in as we speak. So in the next few minutes, we're gonna go racing, and we're gonna go racing for the longest race of the season here at Charlotte. And anybody who's raced at Charlotte knows that this is the layout of your basic cookie cutter type of track, in the sense of the typical D-shaped tri-oval track that it is. But it's a little bit different. It's very awkward. The turns 1 and 2 are completely different than 3 and 4. But turn 4, you definitely know, you could definitely get real loose real quick coming off of turn 4, just like you would at Texas or Atlanta, one of those. So Looks like they have getting it all finished, being qualified up here. So they're going to be going green here in a second. Yep, they're looking like they're getting ready to get going here. As I'm going to pull up a stream, so I have some streams to watch for the, a couple of streams to watch to get, so I have the lap count and, everything else as I'm checking here now, as everybody's getting filed in here, as we're going to have about 50 seconds left. And then going to join right on in, and we're going to get rolling. Let's see who's on the pole tonight, if I can see who's on the pole. I think True Death is on the pole. Did True get on the pole? I think True stole the pole. And hint, hint. I don't know if I'm giving it away here, but I talked to a little birdie this evening, and a little birdie told me that old True Death has got himself a hot rocket, rocket tonight, a hot rod, so to speak. So look for that maybe see that 3 car up into the front tonight. Maybe towards the front, maybe even get himself a win. Who knows? This one could. The draft does play an effect, even though that this is a low draft league, but the draft does play a little bit of an effect. But it looks like True Death starting on the pole, Field Filler in second, Favre in third, Pittman in fourth, and Mucka in fifth, with Petro starting in sixth, THC in seventh, Dimebags in eighth, 19mm in ninth, and looks like Hickross rounds out the top 10, and the clock is rolling. So the real NASCAR Coke 600 is rained out until tomorrow. So everybody tune on in right now and let's get back, and we're gonna get some racing in regardless here at FRR Cup, boys. Here we go. We're getting ready to go green here in just a second as the clock is running out, and we are gonna join right on up, and we're going green flag racing. There we go. As we load on in. Alright, Priest. Okay, Elvin, you going with Flash, Favre, and Trinity. Alright. Well, that's three. Making my picks tonight. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, there's quite a few. I mean, because it's tough to shy away from somebody who's having such a good year like typical. But that guy Favre, man, that guy Favre, he's back. Oh, dude, right off the jump, and that's not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see. We are having. I think the real Cup guys got rained out, and we might have a weather lag delay here with these guys. Yeah. And we have a weather delay. We have a lag delay is what we call it. A weather lag delay. Oh man, this just... Man, that is kind of disappointing. And I haven't said anything over the past several weeks because it wasn't going to put the kiss of death onto it. That we've been very, very fortunate over the past several weeks that we have not had any lagging issues over the past several weeks. But tonight we obviously have. So hopefully they can get one fired up real quick, and and everything goes good on this second try, and we don't have many other issues. But like, yeah, man, we've been very fortunate. Uh, yeah, this time around, every Sunday, Billy, we had, yeah, FTR. I know that yeah, you guys moved your Sunday up to 6 o'clock. The B League has moved up to 6 o'clock on Sundays because you're dealing with this issue, and normally running later on Sunday, I think may have been given us good luck over the past couple of weeks. Running here at 9 o'clock, we over the past several weeks we've had actually good luck with it. Um, but maybe our luck ran out tonight. No, no lag at all tonight though. In that B League race, can't wait to see the end of that. But don't spoil it for me, because I haven't seen all the end of that B League race today. So don't spoil that for me. I gotta watch that later on after this race tonight. I watch that B League race with you from earlier. I had to miss the last part of the last half of the end of the race from the third stage. So we're getting I think they going now. So let me check in with the stream. Give me 1 second, and I think these guys are getting started again real quick. Let's see how this goes. Give me 1 second. They've sent me the invites. I'm waiting to, before I join in, I'm waiting to see that they're all in and all good as they're loading in now. Alright, so we're going to load in now with them. Alright, we're going to give it another whirl here, y'all. Okay, well, I get that. That's all you can say right there. It was an awesome finish. Leave it at that. Don't spoil it for me. I got to see that because it was an awesome race. Don't spoil it for me because I got to see the ending on that. So it was an awesome. So you're building it up for me. That was already an awesome race. So I can't wait to look forward checking that thing out after these guys put in. But they are gone green. And same thing. We're having a lag issues, so I'm just gonna back on out. Oh man, brutal. And I disconnect right away. All right, well, we're gonna go for third time lucky. Yeah, I always say it's a third time lucky. Only a fool would tell you it's a charm. That's a handy piece of advice right there. Let me tell you that. It's only a fool would tell you it's a charm, but you do want to be third time lucky. So that's what we're going to try to pull. Let's see here as we dial it in and responding. Bear with me, y'all. I am flying solo tonight. My partner in crime, like I said, B Nizzy, he's with some family on this holiday Memorial Day weekend, and enjoying the race from behind the screen and without the headset on tonight. So I'm just gonna do it hanging out and look forward to hopefully he'll be back in the booth with me next Sunday. And I think they're looking on getting a lobby going. And people have been saying all kind of different things, you know, trying different things with these lobby issues. You know, some have been saying that they put it on public lobby and they don't get any lagging on public lobbies. Others try, you know, swear by the private lobbies. Others, you know, swear by this, that, and, sprinkling salt under your toes and some crap. I don't know. There's all kinds of different things. I think it's just a matter of the lobby that you get in. It's just a matter of hit or miss. I don't think it has anything to do with it, other than the fact that maybe, though, I think that if there's one or two people that constantly have weaker signals or using that quote unquote um, McDonald's internet, so to speak, that might have a bit of an issue with it. But if they, honestly, the lobby being set up by with somebody with the landline, obviously that's going to hold key as far as the setting up of the lobby. But if there's somebody in there that has a bad internet, there has been a link with that. But like I said, man, the past several weeks we've had some very, very good luck as far as not having that issue. So, like I said, I think it's literally just a matter of hit or miss. But they're loading in again one more time. They're going to try staggering set up the lobby this time. And they have used staggering before, and staggering has set up the lobby before and had some luck with it before. So hopefully we have some luck with it again. But we are about to find out in just a few seconds. So let's go find out. And they're gonna need to get this thing they're gonna need to get this thing going, because the last time we had this issue, I had B Nizzy up here with me to kind of keep me to I had somebody to talk to, and we had something to talk about. We can just figured out things to talk about to keep the time to fill in the time. This if we have the same issue this tonight, it could be in for a little bit of trouble, because I run out of material real quick. Here we go. Let's see. I think we're good. So far, looking good. I'm not going to put the kiss of death on it. I'm going to try not to put the kiss of death on it. But things looking pretty good. And I think we're going to be good this time. I think it was, fourth time lucky was a charm that time. So, all right, let's introduce these guys for you tonight. In the 21, we've got mini golf. Now, of course, he's got the starting positions. Qualifying, True Death, his qualifying spot will be messed up, as Hurricane Hull in the 25, already down pit road in the 25. Not sure exactly what happened there. Trinity in the 48. There's Trinity running that military green number 48 car. 1 9mm in the number 12. 9mm driving that number 12 Auto Parts Ford. Swerve in the 43. There's Swerve driving that red 43 car tonight. Showtime Flash also making unscheduled pit stop. There's Flash in the 24. I'm wondering if there's some there's got to be a method to the madness behind this, as we see Flash and Shovelhead. I believe Shovelhead, our last week's winner in the 22, coming out as well. And here comes the rest of the field. And we got all kinds of craziness going on getting in the field. So Racer Rick in the 34. There's Racer Rick. Got a win earlier this season. Mac in the 17. And driving the Sunny D 17 car tonight. Typical in the 10, and then Typical driving that number 10. And what they're probably doing is doing the having everybody in the pit stop, and then when they come out of the pit stops, probably file in line as far as their qualifying positions. Shovelhead in his 22, as we just saw, as he's there with Flash as they just came out of the pits. Staggering in the 73. There's Stagger, old consistency himself. Bad Martin in the 19. There's Bad coming out of the pits there with the 19 car. Bad Martin in the 19. Death Before Dishonor in that traditional DeWalt black and yellow Toyota. There's Death in the 20 car. Danny MD. There's Danny. What's going on, Danny? As the 8 car and Petro gets sideways. Off of turns in turn 3 and 4. There's tricky turn 4 for you. And that's probably going to bring out the caution. And which is probably not a bad thing as far as to get things kind of squared up a little bit. Hickross in the 18. Hickross driving that Skittles 18 car tonight. Pittman in the 11. Everybody knows Pittman. Everybody knows FedEx. Everybody knows Pittman's in that FedEx. Number 11. True Death. And there's in the 3 car, there's True. Originally on the pole in that number 3 car. Field Filler in the number 5. There's Field in that black and gold number 5 car. He started second. Well, he qualified second. Not exactly sure that's where he started, but he qualified second. Favre in the number 4. There's that guy, Favre. And as I was saying, as I was trying to make my pick, I got to go with Favre as my number 1 pick, and my dark horse is in that number 3 car, True Death. True Death is the dark horse tonight. I got a feeling True Death is going to get a dub tonight. But there's that guy, Favre, in that number 4 car, right hot on his tail. Mucka in the 2 car. Wonderful to have Mucka back driving that number 2. KB Showtime. There's KB Showtime driving that 38 car. Oh, we got a spin in the back. Look like Rapid in the 13. And one of the best paint schemes in all the land. I don't care what you say. The camel paint scheme. I love that. Guess what day it is? It's Sunday. That's what day it is. Rapid in the number 13 car. Dime Bags in the number 1. That gear was another awesome looking paint scheme in that 1 car. That gear wrench number 1 car. Slick paint scheme. THC, as I said, is in that number 7 car, in that Brandt number 7. And those are our drivers for tonight. Looks like Hurricane Hull, I hope he didn't have to take it to the garage already, but we are definitely under caution with that spin, and that's probably, like I said, not a bad thing. Gotta get things kind of get everything restabilized a little bit, back to square one, a level playing field, kind of, what's going on here? Oh, but I think we had somebody was into making a pit stop is what I think it was. So we're on the black screen. So somebody I think was pitting, I believe. No? All right. Well, looks like they should. Man. Okay. Well, at least we got through the driver introductions this time. Or with that round, we got through the driver introductions with that round. So, it looks like you're trying again. I kind of knew, with Hurricane in the pits everybody started coming in the pits. I thought Mirror may have been good. I didn't see any lagging on my end, but that sure doesn't mean that there was lagging going on, because obviously that there was. So they're gonna give it another go and get this lobby rolling. And like I said, at least I got through the driver introductions. So we got through the driver introductions already with that little round. So this time maybe we go start to finish. And come on, you gotta start the clock. We're waiting for them to start the clock, as I think they're waiting for everybody to get in the lobby. Bear with me one moment as I'm just verifying and making sure everything's good, because I think okay, there we go. Just checking on several different streams. Okay, there we go, to make sure that they're on the same exact thing as the other stream is on, so I know that they're rolling. So, all right, let's do it at it again. There we go. Join on up. And as I used to say, bartender, let's do that again. So we're gonna do this again. Don't say that anymore, though. Now back in my ute. Which reminds me, we're definitely in a serious end of things. Be safe this weekend, y'all, on the holiday weekend. It is a holiday. Got everybody, well, mostly everybody's off. I'm off at all. Mostly everybody's going to have the day off tomorrow. Just like Friday and Saturday night, everybody please be safe. All right. Let's hope and cross our fingers that the racing gods look down on us well with this rule, as Rapid is starting the stream tonight. Or this time, I'll say Rapid starting the stream this time. We got guys up in the wall off of turn 4. I want to get into the back. And the reason why I want to get to the back is so I can look at towards the front. There we go. That way I can look this way and see if we see any lagging going on. Oh, I heard some beating and banging going on behind the 7. And that was J-Lam in the 88. J-Lam got together with looked like Hurricane Hall in the 25. J-Lam in the 88. Didn't get him introduced during driver introductions. I'm sorry, my bad, my apologies, J-Lam, but not the driver introduction you wanted to get going tonight. I guarantee that. But J-Lam we got you in that 88 tonight, partner. And like I said, you know what? If something like that's gonna happen, it's better to get it out of the way now, because we got 4 stages of racing tonight, y'all. 4 stages of racing. So, if we are under caution, that was the 2 cars, so I figure I was just getting ready to see if caution had come out, as as everybody knows, last week we did go back to the manual cautions, where when 2 or more cars spin on the racing surface, the manual caution will be called, as we saw right there. Hurricane Hull and J-Lam got together in turn 4, and brought out the first caution of the night. And we're going to see, I got a feeling we're going to see that a lot, especially on restarts, in the early going of restarts, when these guys are running side by side, coming down off a turn 3 and around in a turn, come off a turn 4, because just like any, just like the Texas and the Atlantas, coming off a turn 4, you can get very loose very, very quickly. Very difficult to drive, especially when you got somebody on the inside and or the outside of you. Now, if they're going to get, you especially definitely don't want to be 3 wide. If you see them 3 wide, you already know what's going to happen. Three wide coming around off a turn 4, you already know what would happen because there's only so much room. And coming off of that corner, guys are already going to start getting loose. It's can be very, very difficult. I ran into the trouble a little bit myself last night in it was last night? Yeah, last night was Saturday in the Xfinity race that we had for FRR. And congratulations to Eagles on getting the win there. But Eagles got the win with that one. But in we had our Charlotte race last night, and very difficult when you have somebody next to you to try to keep that thing straight. And when you keep it straight, you have to trust that they'll keep it straight. So it's not just, what if you're able to be all right coming off a turn 4, but you have to trust that the other guy next to you coming off a turn 4 is going to be all right. Oh, they're going to go one more pace lap here, so KB Showtime in the 38. Going to bring us down. KB Showtime, he's got himself a win this year. He could have had a couple of wins. He's our Daytona winner, and he could have won a couple of times. He was there for Talladega and Dover, I think. He's going to get the restart here. Favre restarting in 2nd, and looks like Typical in 3rd, Rapid in 4th, Stagger in 5th, and Bad Martin in 6th. And kind of looking back here, let's see what goes on, as I know they're getting ready to go green here in a second. Let's start kind of, let's back here in the back. Let's get back here towards the back where Field Filler is restarting with Death Before Dishonor. Well, they're mid-pack. They're not in the back. They're mid-pack. But a good place to get a good view here is these guys get bunched up real quick. That's right, Perky won Daytona, not Showtime. Showtime did get a win. I'm trying to think. I think Showtime. No, I wasn't. Showtime won Dover. Perky won Daytona. Yes, good. Thank you for for getting me straight on that. Things looking. These guys holding straight, riding with Danny MD. Oop, and speaking of Perky in the 14. He got his nose slapped a little bit by, looks like J-Lam in the 88, coming off of turn 2, got a little bit loose right there in front of Perky in the 14. And I think Perky also didn't get his proper introduction. And there he is, that man Perky driving the 14 in those red, white, and blue colors. And Perky is a guy, he always has to start from the back and work his way to the front because of his work schedule. He always missed practices. And when you miss all the practices, you are not eligible to qualify. So that is why he has to start in the back every single week. And every single week, as you see him here now looking under the 17 of Mac real quick, that he works his way from the back to the front every single week. And speaking of the front, let's get back up here towards the front. As Showtime now has dropped back to 4th behind Shovelhead, our last week's winner. And Typical out front, Favre in 2nd, Shovelhead now in 3rd. And Favre and Typical starting to put a little distance on Shovelhead in 3rd. KB Showtime. Oh, here comes Favre now, looking under Typical. Going into 1, make a little bit of contact. Favre makes the pass, made a little contact, no harm, no foul. That's a little bit of racing going into turn 1. But I guarantee you, bet this, and Typical will remember that. You know he will remember that. But Favre takes the lead for the first time tonight, and he's got Typical all over his back bumper. And just that little pass there, as you can see, Shovelhead in the 22, able to come right up and get sucked right up under, back to the back bumper a little bit. There's Shovelhead, our winner from last week in Kansas, getting his first win in FRR Cup Series last week. Oh, and we got a car going through the grass, and that is the 20 car of Death Before Dishonor. He's able to hold on to it. He's able to keep it straight. He's going to lose a lot of positions as he was working his way up. But there's the way Death, good job on Death's part on knowing what not to do. And what we've seen time and time again, so it happens so often when guys get loose off of turn 4 and they end up going through the grass and they try to get it back onto the track. As Danny MD in the 96 gets loose off of turn 2 and takes a spin on the backstretch. Single car, he's all by himself, so that will not bring out the caution. Tough break for Danny MD in the 96 as he hit that wall hard head on, but it was just a single car, so we will stay green, although pit stops probably aren't too much further away, and there's plenty of time to make that up. But like I was saying, that anybody who's been in league racing have seen it time and time again, where you get loose off of turn 4 and you're helping the grounds crew mow some turf in the infield, and your first reaction is to turn that thing and get the thing back on track as soon as you can so you don't lose any more positions than you already have. Well, anytime and every time somebody has tried that or tries that, the only thing that they do is end up pulling it right in front of the mid-pack cars and guys going 190 plus miles an hour and causing a big cluster that should never ever happen. So you see, so hats off there to Death Before Dishonor and his experience and the respect that he has. And hats off to them for seeing that, because your first reaction is to get it back onto the track. It's always your driver's first reaction is to get it back on the track as soon as you can. And it takes a second to kind of fight that and know that you're going to drop like a rocket. You're going to lose a lot of positions, but make sure that you get it back onto the track in the right manner. As we got a crash here in the front, and this is Pittman and looks like Trinity in the 48. That should probably bring out a caution, and that will bring out a caution. And Danny MD looks like he's going to be the big recipient of that. As you see, he's down pit road when the caution came out, as Pittman and the 11 got together with the 48 into going into turn 3, and that's Trinity in the 48. Obviously, the 11 of Pittman got the worst end of that. But like I said, the big winner on this one is going to be Danny MD, who was on pit road when the caution came out. So let me get back here. Let me get back and where Danny MD is, as he should be going around the track. Here is going to get his lap back now, because he did go a lap down going into the pits, because he had heavy damage hitting that wall head on. So he's going to get all that. He's going to get that back, and I'm sure he's probably the only car a lead lap. Or I'm sorry, the only car a lap down. So he will come back around and be able to pit a second time, because he was in the pits when the caution was called. So he could be the biggest winner of getting all the damage fixed, coming back out onto the track with no damage and four fresh tires, topped off with gas. He'll be good to go. Pittman, he'll be alright as well, as we are only in stage 1. Had a lot of damage there as he got the brunt end of that one. Let's see, back up at the front. Typical in the 10. Still your leader. Favre in second, Shovelhead in third, KB Showtime in fourth, Staggering in fifth, Rapid in sixth. Mucka is up to seventh in that number 2 car, and True Death is at 8th. We'll get to that 13 car, just because that is one of the best paint schemes ever. And he's having a good run here in the early start. Rapid in that 13. Running in the 6th position, but he's definitely in a spot you don't want to be. And that's starting on the top side. When you got that 2 car that's going to be looking to get on the inside. And right behind that 2, you got that 24 car, Flash, in the 24 car. So you know you got 2 very fast guys that are going to be coming fast and strong on the inside. So he's not necessarily in the position he wants to be, being on the outside, but in the top 6 nonetheless. Same with Showtime, KB Showtime in 4th, but being on the top side. Definitely that top side is not where you want to be on a restart, and that's definitely a common thing that we've seen all season, and guys all across the land know all too well. Well, Typical's going to have the inside row, Favre on the outside, and Shovelhead's going to get a great jump and try to get into turn 1 as underneath the Favre. He knows that just like that, he's going to use that to his best of benefit. As Flash in a 24, he just kicks the wall for good luck coming out of 2. And now, we got 12 car of 9mm. Contact was made. I think he got loose, and I think we got a wreck back here. Yep, the 96 is back around again with the 8 of Petro. And the 96 of Danny has having the worst start. Caution will definitely come out again as they're racing to the line to take the caution. Not exactly sure what happened, as that was happening on back, but did see the 12 make some contact there was contact made with his door and whoever's was next to him in their door. And I don't know if that had any factor or not. But I'm wondering if that could have been the 13, because there's Rapid in that 13 and he restarted 6th. And he has dropped all the way back to the back in the matter of 1 lap. A 7 of THC also back there. Looks like he's got some damage. And here comes Danny MD going around again. And Hurricane Hull is as well in the 25. So it looks like those two guys were involved. So definitely a big wreck happened, especially on the restart. And happening, you know, from mid-pack on back. And everybody's in that wash, and I just call it the wash because some guys call it the bee's nest or the hornet's nest, or like Nibsy said, he just calls it the mess. I don't know, I just point it at the wash because guys just get tumbled and jumbled around all together. You're going to either come out of it dirty or you're going to come out of it clean, one of the two. But as Hurricane Hull in the 25 and Danny in the 96, they were right there in that. All together, and you get everybody all bunched together from mid-pack on back. Now let's see who is the biggest winner of that. And the biggest winner is looking to be Swerve in the 43. Swerve in the 43, possibly making an early gamble, and maybe he only took 2 tires, or maybe he only took fuel. But here's Swerve. Swerve is going to lead us to green with Typical in 2nd, Shovelhead in 3rd, Favre in 4th, KB Showtime in 5th, Staggering in 6th. And now Typical is going to be the one on the outside along with Favre. Favre is probably thinking to himself, what do I got to do to not restart on the top? Whereas if you're Shovelhead and KB Showtime, you've been getting they've been definitely having a lucky horseshoe as far as where they've been lining up on the restarts. Because right now the 22 of Shovelhead is sitting in a perfect position. I guess it was one last week at Kansas, so he definitely's got some momentum on his side. As we are going green, back to green. And let me get a lap count if I can this time. I think we've got, looks like 20 laps to go in stage 1. Yep, 22 to go. That's this time by. So the next time they cross the stripe, this time it would be 21 laps to go in stage 1. So 21 to go. And Typical grabs that lead back from Swerve. Typical's wrong. What else is new? Typical's always wrong. Now looking back here as KB Showtime looking underneath the Mucka, or I'm sorry, looking under Favre as I ride with Mucka, riding there behind Staggering in the 73, who just made the pass on Favre for 4th. Mucka now up to 5th. Ooh, Death up into the wall. Death got caught in the wall coming off of turn 4. And he's going to lose some more positions. He's falling all the way to the back. But that's okay. He'll be alright with that. And looking up here, also, somebody else tagged the wall. That's 17 of Mac. And Mac just looks like he's got some issues going on with his 17 car as he's dropped pitted back as well. Possibly making some contact with the wall. And that's the other thing, coming off of turn 4. If you're on the top side, giving the guy room underneath, but you run out of room real quick on that top side. Back up to the front here as now Swerve caught to the high side. As we've got a new leader already, as I only take a few moments. As we got some racing going on. But got to get back up to the front with our new leader, and that is the 22 of Shovelhead, who has taken the lead from Typical. And Shovelhead has got himself a hot rod tonight. KB Showtime in the 38. All over Typical's bumper now. Come on. Get where I want to be. I'm trying... Oh, there's Mac. Getting ready to make himself a unscheduled pit stop, as his car is handling very, very bad to where he's got to bring that thing down pit road, because his car is that bad where he's got to bring it down pit road. Riding with KB Showtime as he gets right up on Typical's bumper, as they're both following Shovelhead in that 22. The double deuce. Staggering there is that other green car is staggering, old Mr. Consistency himself. He's been consistent all year. That 4 car of Favre kind of dropping back now a little bit. He's got Mucka in the 2 all over him. With the 21 of Mini Golf. There's Mini Golf in the 21. And True Death in the 3 making his way back through the field. Ride with Mini Golf, and Mini Golf going to make a pass here on the 2 car as Mucka got high off of turn 2 and made contact, so he's going to drop back a couple of spots as True Death now was able to make the pass on Mucka, and that's moved Golf up to the 6th position. Now things getting in line a little bit. Let me get a lap count for you here this next time by. Let's see here with this lap. We've got 11 laps to go in stage 1. So we are only in stage 1. You would almost think as True Death now diving to the bottom, and True Death in the 3, looks like he's coming down pit road. Not sure what that is about, because there's only 10 laps left. Or if maybe he's taking advantage of a short pit. And here comes Shovelhead. He's making a pit. He's coming down pit road as well. So we definitely have our answer now that everybody's going to have to make a pit stop before the end of this stage. So I believe the 21 of Golf has inherited the lead. Or no, Typical, I believe, has inherited the lead. Typical in the 10 car has inherited the lead, with KB Showtime in second, Favre in third, and Golf now in fourth. Here's your top four, riding with your top four now, as these guys probably going to want to pit here very, very soon. And they're going to stay out again. They're going to stay out for another round. They're going to stay out another round. Another go. And Shovelhead has come out of the pits already. So he went into the pits as our leader. Here comes Mucka and Flash and 9mm, all three of them coming down pit road together. So here they come to get their service. Alright, so here comes Golf, KB Showtime, and Typical, and Favre made his pit stop. So let's see how this all shakes out here as far as the leader. Trying to see who's being scored the leader. Looks like the 10 was being scored the leader with 5 to go here. Typical is our leader with about 4 laps to go in stage 1. So it looks like Typical played that absolutely perfect. And let me change around here a couple of times on the stream. Yeah, so Typical is your leader. And there's the interval between he and Favre and staggering. So I'm wondering what happened with Shovelhead, because Shovelhead now is back behind Flash. Back in 5th position, so I'm wondering what happened there. As we've got 3 laps to go. I wish I knew. I'm wondering if there was a penalty there or something, because Shovelhead went into the pits being in 1st. And as everything cycled around, he's only in 5th. So we'll see what happens. Typical, now your leader. and has a big lead. No tires. Okay, that's why. Well, that would definitely make sense. As looks like Typical has just won stage 1. So Typical's taking stage 1. There we go. As I got a stream. Get the top. Get the top 5 as Typical. Typical with stage 1. Oh, come on, go on up, go on up, go on up. I'm trying to find a stream where I can get a top. There we go, there we go. I'm going to FRR stream if I can get the names. See the names on the screen. Well, it doesn't matter. That's only stage 1, but Typical got stage 1. That's all that matters from our point of view. And that's huge, Henson. That is huge. Takes a lot of courage, man. Takes a lot of courage. Oh boy, you better not. Nobody better be going to bed. We got ourselves a race going on here because we got Typical and FAR back up running 1-2. KB Showtime in 3rd. And looks like Mucka now has moved himself up to 4th with Flash in 5th. Here's checking in with Shovelhead. Shovelhead right here behind Perky. This is about 9th on back. I got a feeling that 22 that 22 is gonna have something to say before this is all said and done. I got a feeling on that. Same with my dark horse and True Death. Come on, True Death, get you up on up there. You've been my dark horse tonight. I want to check in with Mucka here in that number 2. The great and powerful Mucka himself in that number 2. Glad to see, really glad to see him back on the track. As he took himself a little break the first couple races of the season. But he's got himself a mirror full of that 24 car, and that, as everybody knows, is Flash. The Flash in that 24 right on Mucka's tail. As you're checking this out, man, FAR and Typical again starting to beat feet a little bit from the rest of the field. Checking in with 9mm. He's right here next to Pittman. Makes the pass on Pittman. As he sets him sights on Racer Rick. Racer Rick, the winner of Darlington. And here comes Field Filler in the 5 car. He's getting his nose up into the mix a little bit. And he's bringing Staggering along with him. As he's gone up to 5th spot. Pulling up, now trying to reel in that number 2 of Mucka now in 5th. As he's brought Staggering in a 73 car. Looks like a car got way loose coming off of turn 2. Danny MD in the 96. Back into the wall on that backstretch. Damn, man. He has got that thing way too loose. got to get back in. I hope he makes him get himself in the garage and make an adjustment or two. I want to see that 96 back up there. Like I said, here's Racer Rick, our Darlington winner. The field now getting spread out a little bit, as Flash has dropped here a little bit, and right here's that man Perky again. There's Perky, does this every week. Starts in the back and slowly but surely, methodically, works his way up through the field. And he's moved up already to about the 8th position now. 7th or 8th. And we got a little battle here now as Mucka now finally looking under that 38 of KB Showtime, and Mucka making a pass under KB. And Field Filler going to follow suit, and he's going to pull the train along with them. So the train is leaving the station on KB Showtime at the moment. And Perky now looks up to the top side, opens the door for Flash. And Flash going to give as down on the inside. Let me check real quick as they make this. They got 37 laps to go in stage 2. We are only in the beginning of stage 2. They've only done 10 laps in stage 2, so we've got 37 more laps to go in stage 2. Checking in with our leaders who have checked out. Barb and Typical, and where have we seen this song and dance before? These two guys checking out on the field. But now they've got that, they got a little different following behind them now with that 2 car now leading the train as KB Showtime still stuck on the top side. Along with Bad Martin, as Bad Martin trying to make the power move on Perky on the top end. Trying to make it work too. As he's right there with, oh, we're gonna get loose. Oh, it got loose coming off. Hold it, man, hold it. And we got a vehicle off on in the grass in the back. I don't know if they were held in the back. And that's True Death in the 3. And that is only 1 car, so I think we're going to stay green. We are staying green. And True Death is right there. As there's the interval, as let's get back up here with the leaders. As now, of course, Typical, I think, is trying to make the pass. Oh, the caution did come out. Okay, so the caution did come out. Whew. Oh, that's just long. Man, for a second there, a lot of stuff was happening real quick. If it goes green, I would think so too. As we check on in here, as we are in stage 2, and it says 35 to go. Let's see who gets out front first. The race off pit road, and Typical gets off of pit road first. Favre in second. But now look who is sitting in the catbird seat. That's right, the catbird seat. Oh, field filler himself in that number 5 car. That's definitely the spot you want to be in on the restarts here. Because you know the 10 car is going to take off like a rocket. And as long as you get the right jump, you can get under. He's going to get underneath of that 4 car into turn 1, and it could actually just almost manufacture that second spot, using it to your advantage. Just the track position in itself. Flash definitely got benefited from that that caution, as he's up to 5th, and right off the jump right there, and wasn't able to work for field filler, as a little teammates planning stuff out there, as Typical got a quick jump, just enough to allow the 4 car to get down right before field filler was even able to get up through the gears and get up to speed. But here comes field filler with some teammates of his own in Flash. He's already looking under that 4 car, and he's going to make the pass. They don't even need to manufacture getting that second spot. He just went up there and took it. With a little help with the 24, but sometimes you need some help from a friend. And now Field is going to set him sights on that number 10 car. As checking on mid-pack back, as Shovelhead now the one stuck on the outside there, as looks like Mini Golf in a 21 got under the 22, and Swerve able to let off just a little bit. Cause a checkup a little bit. Racer Rick in the 34 didn't have anywhere to go. He had to get out of the throttle, but Swerve let that 22 on in. Racer Rick caught on the outside, as Pittman now making the pass here. KB Showtime, oh, not sure what happened here with Trinity in the 48. And THC looks like he has had to take that 7 car to the garage, unfortunately, as the caution is out. And I think the 48 car obviously had an involvement in that. And possibly that 18 car of Hurricane Hall also has a lot, or the 18 car of Hickross, I'm sorry. Hickross is in that 18 car, also with a lot of damage. There's Hickross there, with a lot of damage to his car. And Hurricane Hall as well in 25 with some damage, with Trinity in the 48. Looked like he caught the brunt end of that. Well, now let's see what happens on pit road as far as musical cars, on who's able to get out front of whom. We'll see if I can get a lap count as well. It shows that they have 27 laps to go. So when they go green, they'll have 26 laps to go when they go green. So 26 to go when they go green. And, oh, look who's making a move. Dimebags in the number 1. making the move on this pit stop as he is now coming out in first. As he took only right side tires, but taking only right sides got him out in first. And he's still pretty good on his left sides. He's on his stream, on Dimebag's stream. And he's got 96, 98 on the left side. So he only took right side tires. So let's see if this pays off for him. If anything, I mean, it could pay off for him because he was riding mid-pack on back. So by the time, if he's able to hold on, he's able to manufacture a few laps, even if he loses the lead in a couple spots up front. But here he goes, gets a great jump. On the restart, Dimebag's kicking in the gear, Dime. Come on, Dime. Don't look at that 10 car. Run your line, run your line. Oh, that 10 car is going to steal that line from you. Along with the 5. I think he kind of knew that. He's not giving much fight. I think he's just looking at, he's going to gain, by the time it's said and done, he'll net several positions, knowing these guys, these leaders are going to have 4 fresh. But when it's all leveled out, he'll probably going to be better off as staggering in a 73 issue happened there. Staggering in the 73, a little in the sucker hole. Mucka gives him the room. Mucka saw the hand running on the wall was about to happen there. But now we're going to have another fight for first. With that 5 car field filler. Oh, look at this pack back here. This is a... Oh, well, this don't look good. Woohoo. Not sure how Shovelhead made that work. But he did, as he and the 19 bet beating a little bit of doors, banging on some doors, trading some paint. That 22 car's got a fast car, I can tell you. Yeah, so does True Death. True Death has a fast car as well. And when he's trying to get up here, but damn, there's some nice looking, there's some tight racing going on back there, boy. I can tell you, Flash now has moved his way all the way up to 3rd behind Field Filler. Perky now has moved himself all the way up to 4th. And here comes Field Filler looking for that lead underneath of Typical. His momentum kind of died out there, but he's gotten side by side now. And Typical, and the caution is out. That caution is being out again as we've got... Man, it was getting real interesting there. With the 5 car, that was about to get real interesting. I'm not sure what brought out the caution this time. But yeah, it was about to get real interesting real quick there. And get the lap count. If I can, as they go into the pits. As they got 20 to go now, as they are in the pit road. So they'll only have, when they take the green flag, they should only have 19 laps to go when they take the green flag. And we're only in stage 2. Only in stage 2. Here comes that 10. And the battle off the pit road. Who's going to get it? Flash is going to get it. But if I'm field filler, I'm saying you can have it. Because now field filler is in the catbird seat, and True Death having a very long pit stop, getting some damage fixed up. And field filler here got a win under his belt at Vegas. Another mile and a half track, so very, very similar, actually, to Charlotte. Obviously has its differences, but has its similarities as well. So field filler has a win on the mile and a half. And has looked very, very strong here. And off on the green start. And Flash would love to get down low. Oh, Flash is going to get it, just hit the wall, kiss the wall. That one's not going to be for good luck. That'll let the train underneath you. As FRR now going to follow underneath and try to bring Perky along in that 14. Now, if anything, I think field filler would love that 24 car to be on this bumper because they work very, very well together as they getting up to the field. And Favre and Flash, they do a little battle with Perky in the 14. Right there in the mix as well, bringing KB Showtime along for the ride. Flash finally able to sit back in line. Typical, looked like he was in the wall. He was riding the wall, looked like. And Favre now looking underneath the field filler. Looking to make the pass in turn 1 and 2. Gonna make the pass. Field filler's not gonna fight him much or give him much resistance. Not gonna fight him much. Gonna take the draft. Now here comes the 14 of Perky. Oh, they can look at to make it 3 wide as they've beaten and banging. They're almost in 3 wide. Come on, dadgummit. Oh, that looked close. Favre got out of the throttle on that one. And we get a lap count this next time by. As now the 10 car has really set sail. There's the 10 car has really set sail. The 14 car now in second. There's the interval between them. Field filler in third. KB Showtime fourth. Flash in fifth. Favre in sixth. And of course it's gonna refresh as soon as they get across the daggone start finish line. Trying to get a lap count here for you guys. So we've got 12 to go. That let that time by. So we'll have 11 to go this next time they cross the stripe. I just don't know why I can't get a clear visual on that stream, but I can on this one. So we're going to use this one for a lap count. As KB Showtime in the 5. Make contact as the KB Showtime. Trying to make the pass on field in the 5. Got loose off of 4. Was able to hold it. I think I went the wrong way. Yep, I went the wrong way. There's Showtime. As now, Field Filler moves up. That opens the door for Flash and Favre. Come underneath. Mucka not able to follow suit as Field Filler now starting to fall back a little bit. Be able to get a lap count here in just a second. As Mucka now looking under Field Filler and bringing KB Showtime with him. There's Swerve in the 43. He's going to follow suit. As they cross the line this time. Oh, come on, man. Now it's refreshing again. Yeah, gone. We have 8 to go. So 8 laps remaining this time by, so we should only have 7 to go this next time to cross the stripe. So 7 to go this time in stage 2. And we are only in stage 2. Typical trying to all out dominate here tonight. One stage 1. And he's only got 6 more laps before he can claim stage 2. But Perky in the 14, I think, is starting to bring him in a little bit. Perky is coming in, coming. Perky is reeled in that. Oh, he just clipped the apron. Just clipped the apron. And now he's going to let the 24 have a shot at him. As the 14 was reeling the 10 in like he was reeling in a bass. Well, now the 24 is going to have a shot. With 5 to go. We got 5 laps to go now. And Flash has the help of that 14, at least for now, because remember, the 14 and the 10 are teammates. So, and the 4, there's Favre in the 4, also Stewart Haas. So you got 3 Stewart Haas in the top 4. So if Flash is going to make this pass, he might have to do it by himself with some power. And here he goes, now taking a peek on the inside. Typical shuts the door there. I don't think he's going to try the outside. I'm going to maybe try to get a run on the tri-oval. Here he goes, gets just enough. Not able to do it. Typical shuts the door again. 4 laps to go, and this is only for stage. This is stage 2. Oh, and now it goes. That's gonna. I think this just might give it to Typical as Flash moved up just enough to open the door for the 14 and Perky. And here comes the 4 car. Up to make the move around Perky. Perky got loose. Hold on to it, Perky. Able to gather it back up, but now He's back in the 4th. So now it's going to come down. Ooh, the 10 car got wiggly, and that was the end of the stage. So it did come down to that. And we are just now come to the end of stage 2. Man, things went by quick. And these signals definitely are playing havoc. I kept on refreshing. But a typical takes stage 2 this time. Flash in 2nd, Favre in 3rd, Perky take 4th. Mucka in 5th, KB Showtime in 6th, Swerve in 7th, and Mini Golf in 8th. So stage 3. Stage 3 we come out, and Flash in the 24 is paid off his crew members, or Typical's crew members, and got him out there in the lead for stage 3. It's the first lead that Showtime Flash has had tonight. And now, with the field all bunched up, we gotta keep an eye with everybody grouped together. See how everybody's doing. Get everybody spread out. As Pittman in the 11 up there. Pittman in the 11 gets loose. Ooh, the 19 got loose. The 13 up into the wall. Oh, that's gonna hold it up there, and they're back around again. The 12 got caught up in it. The 1 in dime bags. 25 of Hurricane Hole just got pitted. But the 12 car, the 12 car, where's the 12 car? Of 19mm. There's 19mm. Got turned sideways. All started when the 13 got up into the wall, and it was a chain reaction from that point on. And like we've said it time and time again, man, cautions breed cautions, and even when it's just a stage caution, cautions breed cautions, and getting these guys bunched up and it could have been where that 13 was checking up, because the 19 the 19 of Bad Martin went down onto the apron, got loose, got onto the apron, came back up onto the track, and the 13, I think, went to avoid the 19 and got up into the wall, and then it was just kind of a free-for-all there. Well, let's see who wins the battle off of pit road. Oh, the 24. It looks like the 4 car. Is that the 4? Wait a minute, no, that is the 19? That is the 19 of Bad Martin out front. I'm not sure. This could This would be very interesting here. He stays out. He didn't miss the pit, so he's staying out. So he's going to take us to the restart here. We're going to go around one more time. Okay, so let's see what happens with it. As the 19 is going to lead us to green. Flash in second. Typical in third. Perky in fourth. Mucka in fifth. Favre in sixth. Mini Golf in seventh. Staggerin' 8th, KB Showtime 9th, and Shovelhead rounds out the top 10. So here we go, green. And the 24 car got the jump on the 19. And here comes the 10. The 10 now going to look underneath of the 19. At 10, typical, looks like he's starting to get impatient a little bit. Here comes also Shovelhead in the 22 underneath the Staggerin'. Here comes Shovelhead. Shovelhead's making his way back towards the front. And Perky in the 14 makes the pass for the lead. Sorry, I thought we had something going on back in the back there. So Perky, your new leader. Ooh, the 3 wide with Dime, Petro, and the 38 of KB Showtime. Back here in the back, these guys going at it. 9mm as well. And KB Showtime off into the infield. Not sure what's going on there because KB Showtime and the 17 also is in the garage. Back up here in front, Perky in that 14 car. And that's right. I'm trying to was getting my memory sorted out. Perky was our Daytona winner. And had a shot at winning Talladega. But Perky every week methodically works his way from the back to the front, and here he is again out in front. Now the guy's getting strung out a little bit, and the 22 now making the pass on Bad Martin. Where's that 22 at? Oh, and Death Before Dishonor also into the garage. Man. A Shovelhead now working on the 19 of Bad Martin. And Shovelhead, there he goes now. He's got the run on him now. He's got the run on him now. Goes into turn 3. and will make the pass in 3 and 4. He's going to bring Mucka along with him, along with the 21 of Mini Golf. And that's for about 7th, 8th position. So now Shovelhead making his march back towards the front, as he was leading this race for a little while. Has a really good car. Really good car. He was leading for a good little while. And he's going to get back up there before we know it. He's got the help of Mucka and Mini Golf behind him. But back up at the front. Yeah, Perky out front with Flash, Favre, and Typical, your top 4. As Shovelhead holds down that 5th position. There you see the interval. See how Showtime gets right up on this 14 car. I wonder what Showtime Flash has got to be feeling and thinking when he's just in... He is the only Hendrick in a line of Stewart-Haas. So, there's 3 Stewart-Haas cars in the top 4. You're the only Hendrick, so you got no friends. And you're battling with more than half of the Stewart-Haas team single-dingle by yourself. There's to see the interval between Shovelhead, who's in 5th place, who's obviously, of course, in the Penske manufacturing, the Penske team, and the Penske camp. And there's not another Hendrick driver kind of around for quite a while, so Flash is pretty much his only friend right now. As we've got, I'm going to try to get a lap count. As we, looks like we have 28 laps to go in stage 3. Yep, 28 laps to go in stage 3. And we do have a stage 4, let's not forget. The longest race of the season. And of course, did get we got started a little bit late because of that lagging weather system that moved through. Let's check back here as the 22 of Shovelhead, I think, just made the first pit stop. Where's that 22 at? Yeah, that 22 just made the first round of pit stops, so now you're gonna start to see guys pitting here very, very soon. Checking in here with Mucka now as he's got company from Rapid in the 13 and Pittman as well as a 48. Trinity, oh, Trinity got it out of the way there just in time. I thought he was signaling. He was on the apron like he was coming down pit road. Brought it up on the track right in front of Mucka. Did a good job of dodging him. Checking in with the second group of cars. Here's Swerve. We got the help of staggering behind him with that 5 car of Field Filler and True Death. Now we've seen that 5 car have some short run speed. Kind of fell off on the long run, but really had some short run as he got up to the front. And looks like True Death in the 3, he's getting ready to come down pit road. And here comes a lot of other guys. They're coming down pit road. Dime. Oh, well, we got a wreck coming on the 22. Got hit, turned around. This could get interesting. As pit stops are being made. The 22 down pit road. This could get interesting. I think it's staying green. Here comes Perky in the 14. He's coming down pit road now. So he relinquishes the lead to the 24 car, I believe. Yep, to the 24 Flash. So you got Flash, Favre, and Typical, all Stewart-Haas guys. Well, I'm sorry. Not all. I get them all mixed up sometimes. Favre and Typical, the Stewart-Haas guys, with Hendrick of the Flash, as they are, all 3 are staying out, trying to probably pit on the same cycle. As here comes, now here they come down pit road now. Guys are coming out. The shovelhead, I think, may have gotten loose before he made his pit stop, and that's what dropped him back. Riding with True Death. He's already made his pit stop. So right now, Flash still being scored the leader. Now Favre being scored the leader as they are in down pit road and coming off of pit road. So Flash comes out as the leader, and I think Perky now just went around to take the lead. Yep, Perky just went around and took the lead back. So Perky in first, Flash in second, Favre in third, and Typical in fourth. And that worked out right for 14 of Perky, who now has a little bit of breathing room between he and Flash. But once Flash and that 4 get hooked up, as you're seeing that 4 car now slowly start to wheel that 24 in, they will reel in that 14 probably pretty quickly, especially when that 10 car is going to be right there as well. And here these guys go. Now with these guys, what they would love more than anything is if they could break off from that 10 car and run down that 14 car just by the 2 of them, but If they could have that wish, that'd be great, but I think that 10 car is right there on that draft as he is. Here's that 10 car typical. He's hanging around. Typical don't go away that easy, fellas. But now that 14 might be a bit of a sitting duck here. And let's see if we can get a lap count this next time by as they cross the line. As they have 15 laps to go. So 15 to go, 14 to go this next time across the line. So only have 14 laps to go when they cross the stripe. Well, they've now caught that 14 car. And that 24 car already looking for the lead. And he's going to go for it. Perky in a 14, not going to give him up much of the fight. He knew that those guys had the momentum. And he's going to just pick up the draft with his Stewart-Haas teammates. And let these guys do battle for a little bit for the next couple of laps. Typical in that 10 car has won stage 1 and stage 2. And obviously wants to win stage 3. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to make a move here real soon. As we've got 12 laps to go, so they'll only have 11 laps to go this next time by. Ooh! Up in the wall, and that just opened the door. Favre just opened the door for the 10 car typical. Now we will see a battle between a couple of heavyweights with 11 laps to go in stage 3. And they cross the stripe here this time. Only 10 laps to go. So we have 10 laps to go in stage 3. And Perky now in the 14 looks like he may have lost the draft a little bit from these top 3 leaders. Kind of scoping around a little bit on some streams. Just checking around the field, but I want to leave it here with the leaders here. As we're now under 10 to go, as Favre maybe trying to stick his nose underneath of that 10 car. Perky in the 14 looks like he has really used up everything he had early, because you can see he's fallen way back off this guy's, the lead pack's pace. Well, they're starting to come up now on the 1 car. Now, will this 1 car play a factor? As here goes Typical now, looking under the 24. And he's going to have help of a teammate in the 4 car. Oh, Flash shuts the door on him. As they're coming up on the one car of dime bags, the one car gets up out of the way. Out of respect, of course, you know dime bags, he was just going to be total respect. He wasn't going to get involved. And now you got Typical out front, and you got the 24 of Flash in second, with Favre in third. Now Favre looking for second, as he now takes second spot from Flash. So now can Favre reel in that 10 car and try to get himself a stage win? As we've got 5 to go. As we've got, 5 laps to go. Or 4 laps to go, I believe, now. And here comes Favre looking underneath. We have 4 to go this time by. So the next time by, they'll have 3 to go. As Favre now side by side with Typical down the backstretch. Who's the 24 car going to go with? Is he going to go with the 4 or the 10? At first, he looks like he was with the 4 car, but then moved up to help the 10. Now he drops back to the 4. You almost kind of have to think he's got to go with the 4 car on the low side if he wants to make the pass, but he helps the 10 back down to the 4. As they're coming up on, looks like, Golf and the 21 spot. And here they come to the line. Ooh. And I believe this is the last lap of stage 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the last lap of stage 3. Side by side. Golf gets that. Golf knows he's going to get the lap right back anyway at the end of the stage as they cross the line. Side by side. Who gets it? Oh, who gets it? I couldn't tell. Oh man, I could not tell who got that. Was it Favre or Typical? Oh boy, I'm trying to find it. I'm going to have to look at the video here on see who came up with that. I'm trying to see. Oh man, I can't tell who won that stage 3. Give me a minute, folks. I'm going to find out who won this stage 3. Give me a second here. I'm going to find out who won that stage 3. I still haven't gotten the winner of stage 3. I believe it was Favre. Favre actually got credited for the win of stage 3. Yes. Favre did win stage 3. Favre starts out front in stage 4. We have 3 stages down, 1 to go. This one will be for all the marbles. Absolutely, man. That was I had to go over the blimp can on that just for verification when they slow that one down. There's True Death in the 3 now, starting to make his march forward. There's Shovelhead as well. And who else is making that march forward back to the front is that 5 car of Field Filler. 5 of Field now looks under Perky in the 14, makes a little contact, backs out. Get another run. The 14 got a little loose. Field Filler lets them regroup. And he'll make another run at him. The Field really does look like he has had a short run speed car all night long. As now, Typical looked like he looked for the top side, and here comes the 14 underneath of the 24. Now things are starting to get real interesting. Staggering in the 73, he's wiggling back and forth. He's going to try to get into it. And it looks like caution is out. Caution is out. As things got real interesting. Not sure what happened here to bring out the caution. Can see what happened there. Let me go for another stream and see if I can see it. Anything happened there. No, I'm not seeing anything on that stream as well. So I'm not sure what happened to bring out the caution, but caution is out again. Yeah. I got you, brother. Especially on the longest race of the season here. All right, Favre is going to bring him out. Is going to be the winner off of pit road here. So Typical going to be in second. Now Flash is going to be in the catbird seat. But I'm telling you, there's that 5 car. That 5 car of Field Filler just almost isn't going away. But he has had some speed, and on a short run, he has had some really, really fast speed. Now, if he was able to make a couple of tweaks and adjustments, and hopefully get some longer run speed, he might be able to take this thing out of the way. But he has a fast car. And there's my dark horse in True Death right behind him. Now there's my number 1, my top pick, Favre, in first. About to lead us to green. Let me go back to my streams here. As Favre leads us to green, takes us to green. I want to get a lap count too, because being in stage 4, obviously this is the only race that has 4 stages. Let me get a lap count as they come on by. As there are 40 laps to go. They'll have 39 to go as soon as they cross the stripe right here. Things kind of stringing out a little bit. Now, the way it's playing out with 39:40 to go, that can make things real interesting as far as the pit cycle. If it goes green the only way, as we got now a battle for the lead, as Flash now went right around Favre with not much resistance, or actually no resistance at all whatsoever from the 4 car, and grabbed the lead. Get back up here. It's true that and it looks like caution is coming out again. Caution is out. So now this will pretty much probably answer the question as far as the pit road situation and laps to go. Because with this caution flag making this pit stop, when they go green, they'll probably only need one more pit stop. Or I'm sorry, 2 more pit stops. Well, no, 2 more. There's 37 to go. So, no, 1 pit stop. They might just... Oh, man. Oh, man. A hit? Hick Frost had take it to the garage? Yes, he did, didn't he? He just had to take it to the garage. Oh, man. Oh, that's brutal, man. That is brutal. Damn. Well, that is going to make things very, very interesting as far as our lap count, because we'll have 36 to go. I think we're going to have 36 to go when they take green. Or, I'm sorry, 35 to go when they take green, I think. Now Favre is in that catbird seat. In that 3 position. He's right there in that catbird seat. So with that caution and having to pit right now, and as they go green on this lap with 35 remaining, if they don't have any more cautions, if this goes caution free the rest of the race, then 1 more pit stop should be able to they'll probably push it, because remember, and we've mentioned this several times over the season, being in the final stage of the race, they are allowed to save 3 laps of fuel. So the way the math is working out is that with as many as there is to go, if this thing goes green, then they only need to pit one more time if it goes green. Well, let's take a look at that line, Izzy. Let's jump on board with this 4 car and try to check out his line. Of course, now he's right here in the trap behind his teammate. And typical. Get out throttle a little more than what he wanted to, I think. As you see, once again, these 3 guys have just beat feet. Again, that 38 car of Showtime has been able to get up front. But on these restarts, those guys, those top 3 guys, as you see now, typical, oh, he clipped the apron, add cautions out again. And now, if it comes out as it is, and Showtime will start on the top end, but we've seen it a couple of times now where with these restarts and Showtime starting out front, after a few laps, those guys really check out on them. Now Luku's up there now in 5th position. He's worked his way up to 5th. There's True Death there in that 3 car. Has worked his way up to 5th now. Got around field filler. Oh, I wonder if anybody will roll some dice. We've seen some guys roll some dice early. We saw Swerve roll some dice. We saw Rapid, I think, roll some dice. We saw a couple guys roll, Bad Martin in 19 roll some dice. Dimebags rolled some dice. These guys are peeling out of here now. And Flash wins the battle off of pit road. Typical 2nd. Favre 3rd. KB Showtime 4th. True Death and 5th. Mucka comes out in 6th. Field Filler in 7th. Ooh, what's going on back in there? Oh. Where's that 19 at? We got a little extracurricular activities going on between the 22 and the 19. Might have to stay on this here for a second. Looks like we might have a little Ty Gibbs, Michael McDowell extracurricular activity. We'll see. They're going to go one more time around here. And Rapid now comes up and says, hey, calm it down, calm it down, calm it down. I don't know if I'm Bad Martin, I don't know if I want to rub that 22's bumper too much. Because I think that 22, he might use that shovel on a different means. We're gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna stick with these guys on this restart. Just see what happens. They're getting ready to go green here. And we're going green. Oh, right off of the get. Big wreck. Whoa. Wow. Well, that was quick. It looked like Mucka went airborne that time. I think Mucka went flying. I would have to look back on the instant replay. Kind of glad I started it where I started it, but you could probably see on the instant replay where that kicked off. But Mucka did have a first-class seat for one on flight 2. He went airborne. Well, they're gonna stack these guys up again. Alright, let's get a lap count. We got 175 of 200 down, so 25. Yeah, I know, Hick. We found out that, and man, that's man. I feel for you, brother. Definitely feel for you, man. Let's see what happens. And who gets off of pit road first? Oh, here comes Swerve. Did Swerve roll a little bit of dice here? I think so. Swerve, along with Perky in the 14, and Pittman in the 11. Now with these cautions, guys are going to start rolling some dice. I was just about to say, I was wondering who's going to start rolling dice and hope it doesn't come up snake eyes on them. And Perky, Swerve, Pittman, all three of them. So here we go. I have about 24 laps to go when we take the green flag. I'm going to go around one more time to make sure the field's set. Perky, your leader. Swerve starting second. Pittman in third. Favre in fourth. Flash in fifth. True Death in sixth. Typical seventh. Field Filler eighth. Looks like Staggering is ninth. J-Lam in 10th with 19mm 11th. And Petro 12th. Rapid in 13th. Oh no, they definitely. Well, no, they shouldn't have to pit again. There's gonna be 24 to go. They might have to pit one more time. Yeah, I guess it all depends. Because you can save those 3 laps, remember. All right, here we go. Taking the green flag. Perky in the 14. Start out front. You're still in chat, okay. So nobody, they don't have to pit? As Perky jumps out to the lead. Pittman in second. Here comes Flash and Favre underneath the swerve. Perky trying to get as far away as he can. Okay, so they do not have to pit if it stays green the rest of the way. Now we got these guys stacked up back here, boy. Ooh, the 8 car and the 34 got together making some... Ooh, the 34 and the 13 make some contact. Ooh! These guys getting feisty back here now. Oh, the 25 car of Hurricane Hull got loose off of 2. Racer Rick, our winner from Darlington. Got a good view of things from where he sits. Back up front. Perky back up in the front. Looks like we have 20 laps to go, I think. Flash and Favre have cleared the 43 to swerve. So they are going to be hunting down and reeling in that 14 car. The 43 of swerve may have made the call of the race, getting back out there up to the front to get a good finish out of this. As we have 18 laps to go now. And Typical now trying to find his way around the 43 and trying to do it quickly if he wants to have a chance at getting the win here. Oh, and I think caution is out. Caution is out. Caution is out. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, man. Come on. Hurry up. All right. Yep, they definitely don't have to pit anymore. That's for sure. Well, now things going to get real interesting as a 24 now takes over the lead. With Perky in second. Favre in third, Swerve in fourth. Looks like Typical is fifth. And Pittman sixth. 9mm has now moved up to seventh. And Golf has moved up to eighth. So 14 to go. Actually 13 to go. If there's 186 of 200, there's 13 to go. And 24 gets a big jump. As they get through 3 and 4 clean. So far, so good. Go through 1 and 2. So far, so good. So these guys can get spread out a little bit and make a run for it these last 10 laps that we're getting ready to come up on. Ooh, there's a big wreck in the back. The 11 car upside down. Oh, man. The 11 car, 13 car, he's got some heavy damage. That poor Camel. I think the Camel just got another hump on his back. He's definitely got another hump on his back. The 11 car was barrel rolling down the track. This will be the last caution. Because as they now just cross the line, there is 12 to go. So when they go green, when they take green, there will be 10 to go at least. If not, there will be under 10 to go. And by rule, there are no more cautions with under 10 laps to go. So this will be the last caution. We have some takers and non-takers, and this is big decision here. Oh man, if I'm Typical, I don't know if I'm making that call, because everybody else is gonna, even though the top 5 don't have for the fresh tires, there's still going to be 9 laps to go probably when this thing goes green. So these guys that are going to have 4 fresh tires, or at least 2, Favre took 2. So, because I mean, this we're gonna really see how this plays off. This could be the call of the race, or it could backfire, big time on the whole top 5. Because these top 5, Typical, Golf, Swerve, Petro, and Staggering, all 5 did not pit and all stayed out. Favre in the 4 took 2. Alright, so they're going to go around one more time. So there will be only 9 laps to go when we go green. And like I said, keep in mind, there are no more cautions in the race. That was the last caution that will come out for the remainder of this race. As the rule is, under 10 laps to go, no more cautions. So we've had our last caution, so we are going to have a 9-lap shootout. Typical is going to lead us to green. Did he make the right move? Was that the call to make? We'll find out, and we're going to find out in just a second. As he fires way out front off of this restart. And Mini Golf in a 21, he may have just completely missed a gear. But here we go now. Typical out front, swerve in second. Here comes Perky in the 14. Perky, I think, has 4 fresh tires on his car. We got to get on that 14. All right, here comes the 14. That 14, I think, is on 4 fresh, or at the very least, he's got 2, but I think he's got 4. And he gets underneath of the 21. The 21 almost got loose and came down. Is he going to have enough time? Makes the pass. Now sets his sight on swerve in second. Seven laps to go, so they're going to be 6 laps to go when they cross the stripe here. So time is running out. If he can get around this 43 car quickly, he's got a shot. And he got around him quickly. The 43 shut the door on the 21. Gave him a little chop. Now it's gonna come down to the wire. We got 6 to go, 5 laps to go when they come to the stripe. Coming to the stripe. 5 to go. Now, can Perky get a draft? Any kind of help from the 43 to reel that 14 in? 4 to go this time by. 4 laps remaining. I bet you Perky has that thing down to the floor. Four laps to go. 3 to go this time by. And the 14, not sure what happened there, but that just pretty much sealed it for this 10 car. As typical now, off to the races. Pretty much say good night, Irene. The battle now for third between Staggering and Golf. 2 laps to go. Here comes the 4 car of FRR. He might have something to say before it's all said and done here. Here comes Golf. As they come around now, that 10 car has got smooth sailing. With 2 laps to go. Where's that 10? Where's the 10? There he is. That 10 car is cooking, boy. Typical in first. Swerve in second. Stagger in third. As he takes the white flag. Or no, that was the checker flag. That was the checker flag. It did come to the end. I missed the call on that, but typical, it wasn't going to matter. Typical wins at Charlotte. Congratulations, Typical. And a huge congratulations to Swerve and Staggering on finishing second and third. Typical, your winner. Swerve in second, Stagger in third, Mini Golf in fourth, Favre in fifth, Flash in sixth, Shovelhead in seventh, Perky in eighth, Petro in ninth, and KB Showtime rounds out top 10. I'll bring these top 3 up here real quick. As this is definitely the longest race of the season. And it is late. Man, that sucks it happened to 14. I was pulling on that for that 14 to reel him in and have a last lap shootout. Let's get these guys up here. Let's see, we need, Oh, I bet you are, man. I bet you are. Hold on a second, my friend. Hold on a second there, Hoss. Let's get these other guys in here. I know you've been waiting to get that interview. We'll get you in there. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, you good? You good? No, I think you are on blue screen, but yeah, they pretty much hear. Hold on a second. All right, so the invitations getting sent. All right, let's give these guys a second to get on in here, man. Cause I know you're jacked up. You have every right to be happy as can be, man. That was one heck of a race. I tell you what, man, that really came down to the end. Let's start with third place in that 73 car. Staggering, old Mr. Consistency himself, man. Congratulations on getting third.
Thanks, man.
Man, how were you able to pull that one off, dude? Tell me right there, at the end of the race, making that call there at the end, and on how you were able to pull this race and how your race went overall.
Well, most of the time I was up in the top five, so I decided my tires were only 99 and 98, so I just I just rolled the dice right there. I just figured if I protected the bottom and I just followed the guy in front of me, I could at least get a top 10 is what I thought, but then they kind of took each other out for me.
The 14, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened onto that, but man, you've been consistent all year long. I've had to kind of give you the label, Mr. Consistency, and here you are finishing top 3, man. I mean, tell me, on the overall, what this means for you and how your season's been going.
Well, it really shows like how much the guys on my team how much they work with me. Like especially Danny MD and Bad Martin. Those guys are up on Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and we're practicing, we're trying new stuff. And today I ran Bad Martin's setup, and I got to thank him for tossing that one to me.
Congratulations, man. Gonna let you go. It's late. We're gonna go ahead and let you go, and we're gonna bring in that 43 car of Swerve. All right, Swerve. Now you can get into it, man. Tell me about this race, brother. How are you able to pull the second spot off on this race?
Um, like Staggering said, rolling the dice, I guess. I knew I had a good car and I had 99% tires on all the way around, so I was like, well, there ain't no point in pitting with 9 to go. So took a chance and I let Perky go through because I knew he had fresh tires, but I seen Goff coming and he would have done it to me. I know he would have. He would have blocked me, so I made one of those moves that I normally wouldn't make, but I'm tired of being nice and finishing in the back, you know what I'm saying? So I had to slammed the door on him and held on, staggering right there for second place. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
good job, Swerve.
Yeah, thank you, Stagger. It was tough. I ain't gonna lie, these guys are fast. Everybody in here. It's not
Uh,
easy to finish second, I promise.
no, it isn't. Even get podium in the top three is not easy
Oh,
in
that's
this league, man. And real quick, the making that call definitely takes some cojones making that call, rolling the dice. Did you think that you were gonna have a shot at a top
at
three?
typical.
Or
Oh
no,
no,
well,
no, top three.
at
My
at a
bad.
top three, knowing that there's some guys behind you that had some two tires and four tires. Did you think that you're just going to get
Uh,
a good
I have
spot
a.
out of it?
Yeah, I actually I seen Favre was in six. That kind of worried me a little bit because he was literally one row back. But going like the restart, I got a really good restart. And at that point, I knew my car had very good long run speed. Like as far as Charlotte goes, I'm confident in my car. I wasn't really worried about busting loose, but um, I wasn't really too much. I knew I'd still get a decent finish out of it. I didn't know it'd be second place. I mean, that was luck really, but I know I have a good car here. It deserved a second place finish. I mean, I did make all the practice races throughout the week, and took the time to put myself in this position. So I'm
Well,
happy with it.
congratulations, man. Well deserved. Gonna let you go and sitting in that car for four stages, man. Congratulations, 200 laps on getting second, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And let's move on over to a very familiar face up here in the booth, and that is the driver of that 10 car. Typical, man. Another win. Congratulations, brother, on pulling this one out.
Yeah, thank you.
So you kind of give it through, man. How how were you able to, for four races, you got stage one and got stage two. You missed stage three by a nose, but came out wrapping it up in stage four and getting a win, man. So give me a rundown on that long race.
Oh yeah, like you said just then, really long race. I probably two 2 hours probably. But yeah, first stage. I took no. I don't really remember, man. That's such a long race, but I know I won it. I think I took none and had a really good pit entry, and I gained like a second on Favre, and I was able to pull that one off. And stage two. I don't remember stage two at all, to be honest.
It
But
happened so
stage
long
three.
ago too. It was a long
Oh yeah,
race.
yeah. And yeah, stage three, me and Favre were side by side for 3 or 4 laps. That was really fun. I was punching him to the bottom, and he was able to hold his line. And we had some lap cars on top, and kind of split it 3 wide. And then, oh my God, if Flash would have pushed me, I could have got it. But I think I don't know. If he would have pushed me, I would have got it. But I was able to hold my own on the outside, and I was an inch away from sweeping the race, but it's alright. In the fourth stage, I made the bold move to stay out. I was hoping some people would take the bait and stay with me because I knew the people in front of me were pitting. So
Hmm.
I swerved out last second, and the people behind me took the bait, and then I had a killer restart and hit my marks.
And like
You
you said, man, that was a very bold move on taking. Because I said, man, I don't know if I would have made that move. But like you said, you had four guys with you that stayed out, and Perky was the next one out, and I'm not sure what he took, but Favre only took two. Knowing that those guys, I mean, did you think that you were going to have a shot there at the end, or were you just kind of rolling the dice, hoping for the best, or did you honestly think that, with four guys out there, you got a real good shot if they could hold those guys up long enough?
Oh yeah, well either way, I think I would have had a good shot anyway because I got a really good all-around car. My tires weren't even that bad, and I knew the back all the way to flash took two tires, so I wasn't really worried because two tires there really don't mean nothing, and I was on 98% on the left anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I think I had a really good car tonight, and I want to thank my teammates for letting me in when I was on the outside and working with me. But yeah, good race overall, good points tonight, and picked up the fourth of the season.
And did it in excellent fashion, man. Congratulations. Gonna let you go. It's late. You put in 200 laps, man. I know you gotta be. You can at least take a breath now, man. Congratulations on getting your fourth win of the season here at Charlotte, and a crown jewel event, man. Job well done, man. It's been real impressive. Well, watching you and being a fan, watching you win these races, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I want to, as always, thank everybody for tuning in and catching the race and the broadcast. Hey, the real NASCAR guys were rained out, so you had this was the next best place to be, and watching the best race out there. Um, After that race from earlier, from the FDR and the B League, man, they put on a heck of a race at earlier earlier in the evening. But this was a place to be for for the rest of the night. And you guys, I just gotta say thank you for all you guys tuning in each week and supporting the channel. We're nothing without you guys, and just we look forward to getting out next week. Congratulations again to Typical for getting that win here tonight with oh man, with Swerve and second, I think it was. No, it was yeah, Swerve and second and staggering rounding out the top three. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We're gonna see everybody next week. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the little bell thingy so everything comes up. And we're gonna see everybody next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, everyone. Thank you again.